So, as somebody who's been there since the beginning for this game, somebody who loves this so much, somebody who thinks that the shit, boy, it's been a long time since I gave a shit about something. Double Toasted live in Las Vegas is coming up very soon and tickets are selling fast. So get your tickets now by going to x1entertainment.com/double-toasted and join us for a night of comedy, music, games, and our after party. And we'll see you there soon. Now, like many people, I am by no means an exception, but like many people out there, this game right here I'm about to show you is one of my favorite games of all time, as it is for many of you out there.
I need something smuggled out of the city. Just cargo, Joel.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Now, if you even hear the dialogue, if you just hear the voices that are involved with this, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about The Last of Us. When did this come out? Like 2012? 10 years, man. They already have a couple of remakes and all that kind of stuff out there, but man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is not even one of my favorite games. I know it's a game. This is one of my favorite movies. So it was 2013 when this came out. They started teasing around 2012. I remember when this was coming out. I remember this so much that I don't know what happened. I lost a PlayStation at the time. What was a PS3 at that time? Was it PS4? Anyway, whatever it was, I lost it. I don't even know what happened. I don't know if I was moving or whatever, but I lost my PlayStation. I bought another PlayStation. I remember buying it off of Craigslist just so I could play this game right here. And it was incredible. It was an incredible experience. So, with all my gushing that's going on right now, I'm gushing out of every hole in my body. I have been dying like everyone else out there to see what the HBO adaptation looks like. And I was not even supposed to be here tonight. I was not even supposed to be recording. I was supposed to have the night off. But whenever I make plans, whenever I said I am going to take the night off, I'm not doing anything. Life says the hell you will, and they throw something out there at me, and usually that something is incredible. That's something that's worth just stopping my life for and coming and hanging out with you. Is this trailer that just dropped for HBO's The Last of Us? As somebody who's been there since the beginning for this game, somebody who loves this so much, somebody who thinks that the shit, boy, it's been a long time since I gave a shit about something. And I know maybe this is premature. I know I should be, because I would even tell anybody right now, hey man, calm down, wait a minute, just wait till the show comes out or wait till we see more. But yeah, man, I've been looking forward to this for so long right now. And I'm prepared to be disappointed, especially when it comes to a video game property. I am prepared to sit back and be able to tear this thing apart and saying, look at this, I'm already getting it wrong. It ain't even out yet. But there is so much about this. I don't even think it's a full trailer, about this teaser that seems like they got so much right. It's just good to see somebody give a damn about what they do. Because there's been so many times, and again, when it comes to video games where people don't. I'm not even looking for somebody to give a shit. I'm just looking for somebody just to care a little bit. And the attention to detail on this teaser here is incredible. And before we even get into this, now I'm acting like video game properties have just been terrible this whole time and wouldn't blame anybody for thinking that. Now, you know, and I know, you know that I know that you know, that I know, you know I know, that there's plenty of good video game adaptations out there. You know, but we still have some people who are saying, oh, the video game curse, when is it gonna break? When we gonna, even saying, when are we gonna get that first video game great property? They've been out there, y'all. All right, so I want to say that because I want to give disrespect to any of the games out there, the games that were made into movies that are TV shows. Y'all need to stop saying that because they're out there. There's actually been quite a few great video game adaptations at this moment. Now, mostly they've been TV shows and they've been animated, and some of them have been for kids when it comes to movies. But there's enough out there to show that we have been going in the right direction. First, but Netflix has been kicking ass with their video game adaptations.
World's gone crazy. I'm sure I can do something for you.
Of course, that's Castlevania. Castlevania has been great. If you haven't watched that, I know you probably look. Even if you're not a fan of anime, and that's a very anime style show, go watch it, man. As far as taking something and going above and beyond with it, they've done an amazing job with that. One of the things that I give a better than sex to was Arcane, also on Netflix.
The world's growing smaller every day. Up there.
Okay, so somebody got me. Somebody said, look, hey, you might want to slow down a little bit. Remember Resident Evil on Netflix? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But you know what? I'll even throw Cyberpunk Edge Runners in there, which was actually pretty good. Again, animated. So maybe they're not doing really great with their live action stuff, but The Witcher was also something that was pretty cool, I thought. Not everybody liked it, but I thought that they put a decent effort behind that. As far as movies go, you got Sonic, a kid's property, but still very good what they did with it, man. They did more with Sonic than what I thought they would be able to do with that little bastard right there. And if you want to go live action and something more adult, this is something that I haven't seen, but I actually heard is pretty good. And maybe some of you have seen it out there. If not, people are saying check it out. It's The Werewolves Within. I forgot what that's on, maybe IFC, but I heard that was pretty good, man.
I see. Who is packing? Well, we're having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
Heard it was very funny, very clever, and very underrated. As some people say that The Werewolves Within is a very good, mature, rated R, thoughtful video game adaptation. When I come into this with this HBO show, man, The Last of Us, it looks like they haven't taken that many liberties. It actually looks like they are trying to be as faithful as they can. And as I was saying, as far as paying attention to detail, now, if you just want to go by the visuals, because I'm going to get into some things where I am going to calm down. I'm very excited about what I see right here, but I'm going to be reasonable. But if you just go by the visuals here, this looks like they have actually gone and done their work. It looks like they went in and actually, if they didn't know the game, they studied the hell out of it. I mean, I can't help but think that if you put this much work into like getting the details of the visuals this strong for as many things as I see, you put the work in for everything else. I'm looking at things here that are from the game, and some of these things I'm getting mixed up. I pulled up the trailer a little while ago, and I actually thought is this the game trailer or is this the HBO trailer? Like I'm looking at what they did with the city ruins. Now that is the show right there. The rainy, the rain-soaked ruins that we see right here. I think that's when they're going into Boston, or maybe it was Philadelphia. Anyway, I know that they're traveling around. It's been a while since I played the game, but the point is that looking at what they did there, that was the show. This is the game. They kept that same tone with the rain. The same lighting. The same somber environment. It's really impressive what they've done here. There are things that look like they came right out of the game. There's a scene that looks like it is literally lifted from the game. Again, if I saw this on TV and didn't know where it was from, I think somebody had a still of they had paused the game. There's a scene where they are escaping. They're escaping from Austin, Texas, where I'm from, as a matter of fact.
Those people are on fire.
It looks like they actually recreated that scene very well in the show.
And you said everything right.
I'm proud of my city being the starting point of death and human misery. Now, I don't know of any part of Austin that actually looks like that. They said it was Austin, but the point is that it looked like it was lifted from the game right there. again, looking at things where I thought, man, am I looking at the show? Am I looking at the game? I'm looking at what they did with the clickers. That is almost an exact replica of some of the clickers that we see from the game. That's a still from the show. That's the game right there. Very impressed with the detail, the attention to detail. I was more impressed with just some of the small things that they did. I mean, you talk about detail, right down to the way things were written on the wall in the game, where people left messages. It looks just like it does in the game. They even put gameplay in the show, or what looks like gameplay, or gameplay elements. You know, you got those parts where you're sneaking up behind people and snapping necks and cracking necks. They actually have. It looks like they have a scene where Joel is creeping. You know, you have to sneak around people and either get away from them or snap their necks. They have a part in the game. I'm sorry, the show. See, that's how much I'm getting confused. They have a part in the show where it looks like Joel is doing those stealth moves from the game. You know, that right down to even the camera movement. The camera in the game follows you over the shoulder when you're about to do that. He's about to dude up back there. He ain't sneaking around. He's making a beeline right towards him. He's about to crack that neck and drop his ass. There is a reason to be worried when you look at this, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I'm going to show you just how deep they went with this. So that song that's used in and I'll play a little bit of it. Let me see here. That song that is used in the trailer or the teaser that we have on HBO. I'll just play a little bit of it. By the way, who is that playing that song? I'm sure you'll be able to tell me, but you've heard the song if you saw the trailer today. Now, I don't know if that song is in the game. I tried to think about it. It's been so long since I played, I can't remember. But I can tell you where that song was used for this game, and that was back in 2012 when I think they first released a trailer for the game. That one of the first times people had actually seen anything for The Last of Us.
The roses have faded, there's frost at my door.
So that's how deep they went with this, man. They even used stuff from a trailer before the game was out to sell the show. So a lot of respect, man, for what I'm seeing right now. A lot of respect for this, for the attention to detail. A lot of people would not go that deep. And we all know that when we see these video game properties, man, especially when it comes to a live action rated R property. Even with that other property I was talking about, the Werewolf Within, it's not like the game. It might be good, but it's not like the game. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some things where, you know, I'm call it what you will, nitpicking. I don't want to say really criticisms, just, you know, wishful thinking, whatever. So I heard some people in the chat talking about casting. Some people not crazy about the casting with this. Hey, look, I kind of feel you, because this game is so big and beloved by everyone. It's so this game is so legendary that everybody already cast that you know, the movie in their mind, and it's hard for us to get around that. If I was casting Joel, I've always said this, ever since that Joel hit the screen, I said, if they ever do a live action version, Dylan McDermott, I would have cast him as Joel. That would have been my choice, because to me, he looks just like him. Just, you know, slap a beard on him. That's Joel. Slap a beard and a country ass accent. To me, that's Joel. They went with Pedro Pascal, so, you know, whatever, man. A lot of people feel like I do right here. For Ellie, I would have gone with Ellen Page before, or Elliot Page before he was Elliot Page, when he was Ellen Page. Or I would have gone with, well, listen, I wouldn't have gone with Ellen Page because she would have been too old, but I would have gone with somebody that maybe resembled her or looked like her, which is probably why I would have been a bad casting agent. But I would have gotten that somebody that looked like her, because even the game, people said she looks like Ellen Page. So I probably would have got somebody that looked close to that. What did they? Pedro Pascal and this girl, what's her name? Bella. I forgot her last name. You know, Bella, whatever. They're both HBO family, man. They were in Game of Thrones together, so I get it. You know, that's they cast them. Oh, Bella Ramsey. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. You know, they're both in the HBO family through Game of Thrones, so I get HBO wanting to use them. They're comfortable with them, whatever. That's cool. That's cool, whatever. And plus, Bella Ramsey, everybody had to admit, damn, that girl can act. That girl's acting her ass off. When she was on Game of Thrones.
You swore allegiance to House Stark, Lord Glover. But in their hour of greatest need, you refused the call. And
He like, damn, this bitch kept receipts on everybody. Oh, shit. You know, everybody saw that and everybody was saying, who is that girl, man? And where can I see her the next time? Because she was great. So Pedro Pascal, I like him a lot, man. Bella Ramsey, she's proved herself as far as I'm concerned. So they get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to casting. Now, as far as some of the other casting, because I'm going by looks, and that's what that's something I gotta get over. You know, every time I look at something, I want it so much like the property is based on that I want it, even down to casting, I want it to a T. I want everybody to look exactly like they do in the game. That's a personal thing with me. I gotta get over that. However, there were other people in the game, and if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then, you know, hey, you'll see it in the show, or go and catch up and watch. If you want to play the game, watch somebody play the game. If you watch, it's just like watching a movie, unless they really suck at the game. Then you're just watching somebody die over and over again. But other people in the game are the actors who are cast as people in the game. Look almost exactly like them, and it's great. You have here Merle Dandridge as Marlene, I think. And that, you could see that right there. And she's the light-skinned chick on the left in the live action picture. I mean, that's almost perfect as far as, again, just the look goes, the visual. And Nick Offerman as Bill. Now, I wouldn't even thought of Nick Offerman as playing that character. I probably would have gone Zach Galifianakis or something. I don't know. But I'm looking at him. Great. Oh, it's the same actress? I didn't even know that. Well, there you go. That's even cooler, man, if they're using people from the game to come in and play that role, because a lot of these people who do voice acting, when it comes to adaptations or you know, making movies, a lot of these people, they get shit on, man. You know, you're voice actors. You're not real actors. Well, people don't know you as much as everybody else. So if that's the same person, I even got more respect for this, man. And that's cool that a lot of voice actors are getting respect for that, man. That's the way it should be, because these voice actors are amazing. They are. They really are. If anybody just looks up a lot of voice actors that work for games, they're getting more popular for a reason, because they are extremely talented people. So I'm very happy to see that they cast some of the people from the game here, man. Yeah, it's cool. I like that. And for some people who are looking at your two main characters, I get it, because I'm still wondering about this, man, because I'm still cautious. I'm 100% with you, because the reason why I need to settle my ass down, and everybody else probably, is because, listen, let's just be reasonable about this. This is a teaser. And while everything looks great, we haven't heard anybody really talk yet. I mean, you know, there's been some people talking in the background or some, you know, voiceover, but we haven't seen any real scenes or stuff from scenes. We haven't seen real interaction. We haven't seen real bits of dialogue here, because I don't know, you know, Pedro Pascal might be coming in with a damn accent or something. I don't know. But I really hold a whole big judgment until I see actual scenes of dialogue. And somebody say Pedro Pascal is always Pedro Pascal. Actually, no, he's not. But, you know, as far as being somebody like Joel, you know, I don't know. I'm still kind of out on that, man. Also, you know, I'm talking about how close they are to the game, how they've been, you know, so paying so much attention to detail with this. And that's cool, man. That is great. But even I have to admit that I hope that is not going to be 100% sticking to the story. You know, as somebody who's already played the game several times, you know, I hope that they are going to change some things for those people familiar with this. You know, everybody's going to get something from this. I mean, because playing that game was, as I keep saying, was like watching a movie. So I'm just watching the game again with better graphics if they're repeating this to a T. I hope that they change some things up in the story. Not drastically where it's not what it is anymore. But I do hope for a little bit more. Because I see things they get here. They even got like that merry-go-round scene that was in one of the games. So was that Last of Us Part 2 that they did a merry-go-round scene? If that's so, that's one of the things that they are changing right here. Yet, speaking of people who did voices, he's probably too young to play Joel, but the guy who voiced Joel in the game is a guy named Troy Baker. I think he's still a pretty young guy. That guy is shit, I don't know. Put some makeup on him. He's so good at that. He could have played Joel, man. But that's one of the examples of voice actors who are incredible. He's probably a little too young to play that role, but damn, that's what special effects are for. But hey, it's been cast now, so. But yeah, man. I could sit here and I could kind of again start nitpicking on this, but there's another reason why I'm pretty confident that they're not going to mess this up. Like I said, for one, they paid so much attention to detail. I don't think that this production team, the people, the showrunners, I don't think they're going to go that far with this just to mess it up. They're going to try to they're not just going to do this for the cosmetic look of it. They're going to actually try to get things straight and do everything to try to do right by the fans. Also, another reason why I have confidence in this is because of one of the writers involved and some of their background that they're bringing into this. I think they proved themselves already with this show.
Well, the good we did. It doesn't matter. There was nothing sane about Chernobyl.
And as you heard right there, people, that's Chernobyl. And listen, I never watched Chernobyl. I would have if I caught it in time, and I would have reviewed about the show, but I don't feel like watching people melting and all that kind of stuff. It depresses me and scares me. But the writer of Chernobyl is now tell me, is he just the writer or does he have a bigger role in this show? Are there more people from Chernobyl who are coming in and producing and whatnot? But I heard Chernobyl was incredible, man. And, watching what they did with this show, and again, just the caliber of talent that they have here, if this is what they're bringing over to The Last of Us, then we're going to be fine. I'm looking forward to this very much, as you can tell. I'm hoping that, and again, I'm not going to jump the gun here. This could actually, this could be bad, just like anything else. But it has more going for it from just what we've seen with this trailer or this teaser than any kind of negative feelings I could have. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. Like I said, if they're paying that much attention to detail to bringing everything to the show from the game, including the feeling of gameplay elements that made that game such a masterpiece, then I can only think that they're going to go all the way with it and get the story and the characters right too. Casting, yeah, was a little weird on, but we'll see. We'll see. Very excited for this, man. Anybody know anything about this, when it's going to be released actually, or anybody know how many episodes it's going to be? Like I said, I wasn't supposed to be doing this show today, so I didn't get a chance to do as much research as I wanted to. But yeah. And hey, listen, let me know what you guys think about it. We watched it again, the trailer together. You heard my take on it. How do you feel out there? And when this is up somewhere, if there's a comment section near you, please share your opinion on it. Would love to hear it. 10 episodes. 10 episodes, man. And no date yet. So somebody said that's Hank Williams. That's not Johnny Cash in that trailer. Cool. Boo Boo Mobile. The Boo Boo Mobile. Leaving brown skid marks on the road. Says, I really love how respectful they're being of the source material from what we can see. But the lighting and color grading looks a little bit flat for me. Really? That's one of the first things that I saw. I think the tone of it is supposed to be kind of dreary. And you know what? I can understand you saying that it looks a little flat, but then I look at other things like when we have that rain scene and they're going into the city ruins and it's dark and the lightning's, flashing. And I mean, all that looks very, very atmospheric, man. It's very, very rich in mood. So I get what you're saying, but I think that's going to have a lot of great cinematography going forward. Then again, I could just be over eager. Let me see what some other people are saying right here. As long as the writing is good, we have nothing to worry about. And couldn't have said it better myself. That's exactly where it can look as great as it wants to, but if it doesn't have the writing in it, it's gonna suck. Oh, Gabe 1615 RKS says looks amazing. Looks better than Halo. Yeah, I'm looking at this dog's ass right now. That looks better than Halo. Actually, Halo was not. I don't want to be. Man, I'm just okay. That's mean. Halo was lacking. But I didn't have to do that. That's not nice. That's not cool.